Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the sportiest stream. Hopefully all of you are doing well here tonight. We've got a series on our hands that's about to happen, and yes, this is one of the Ascension Cup, and if you notice, something new. There's no microphone anymore. It's gone. It's not actually, I got an arm. Gotta make sure this thing moves nicely. See, there's a mic now. Alright, that was a bad decision. Let me know if that was a bad decision. I should not have done that. I took a little while to set this thing up. There. That's better. Is it better? Everyone, welcome in. Welcome to this video stream. I've got a new mic arm. And this mic, shut up. There. Again, let me know if the mic ever has any issues, guys. But for now, welcome to the Sporty stream. It's nice to see you. My name is Sporty FC. We have a best of 5 coming up. This mic's having issues. 1 sec. There you go. It is going to be 125 Uniformity taking on Here and again, what will be part of the ATS Ascension Cup. And if you guys have been paying attention in chat, you'll have noticed Uniformity's actually already played today. We made the new setup. Yep, a slightly new setup. I also have a new tripod for my webcam. Although you can't see that, obviously. But my webcam has a tripod, and my mic has an arm, so that's fun. Again, always settings, let me know if there's any issues with the mic quality. I got that Black Friday set up? Yes. Literally on Black Friday. Terrible decision. We had to wait 20 minutes to get this stuff. Anyways, you guys are getting me off target again. It's Uniformity versus Uniformity did play literally earlier today against Milky Militia Rush, who are again that undefeated team. Well, they stayed undefeated, that's for sure. They swept Uniformity earlier today. So Uniformity, again, that the graphic I have says 2-1. They're actually 2-2 right now. As 18 started throwing hands for 50% off. Oh yeah, you bet. You bet. I was making sure that everything was on sale. Anyways, again, we'll get things started again. This is a fun little matchup for we've seen this team so often. Right now, their record is 2-1. The last time we saw them, I think, was in their last match. There was a recent match. Again, we've seen them in multiple matches. We've seen them against Turtle Island, which was that kill sweep they had. We've also heard about their match against Milky Militia Rush, which was a 3-1 loss, and they also played against Little Flight Ghost White, who they beat 3-1. Of course, now they got to take on Uniformity, and this is a team that has shocked a lot of people. Uniformity came into this tournament. There's a lot of questions on, well, how good is this team in actuality? Turned out they're actually pretty good, because this team is 2-2. They've been doing a lot better than what people expected. Again, this is a team that was not expected to make it into the playoffs. This was a team that expected to do pretty poorly. Yeah, again, they're taking wins off Alpha Females and Evolve Nebula. Currently, in the group of 8 teams, reminder, top 3 automatically qualify. Top 5 will make it into the playoffs, and again with 4th and 5th being a wild card. And you know what was right now number 4? Yeah, is number 3. Match will actually separate them a little nicely, because whoever wins will take that higher seed, I think. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, whoever wins takes that higher seed. Yeah, also are winning slightly in game differential with a +3 to Uniformity's -3. But again, if we take that sweep out, Uniformity would have a 0 neutral game differential. Again, it's an interesting matchup because these are some closely rated teams. Yeah, are expected to win this. They were the favorites coming in, and the favorites in the group, obviously. So that favoritism starting to become something of a question mark, because IFC Dream Team and Milky Militia Rush have taken the top of fight by storm, and make sure they stay in that conversation. Again, they're third, but a bit of a distant third right now. They are going to need wins quite badly, and really just to keep up with that top flight, and also again to lock in that spot. Reminder, only the top 3 of 8 automatically qualify for the playoff bracket. You go to 4th and 5th, you got to play in the wild card, and you don't get very good seeding out of the wild card, so it's really tough. As what an interesting matchup will be, as again just kind of getting updates, hoping that these players join in as soon as possible. Again, we're hopefully going to get these teams in as soon as possible. Yeah, and Uniformity, and both trying to send out their best players. As again, we've seen players on these teams before. For Uniformity, we've seen Jamli, or Jamal actually, his name. Will be an interesting matchup to say the least. I mean, Uniformity. Yeah. As again, we're just hoping to get things sorted out here. Things match up on time. And hopefully everything's good. I think everything's good to go. Oh dear. There goes the overlay. Yeah, everybody's actually in the lobby as well. As he's just accidentally got rid of my overlay. One sec. There you go. I'm back. I'm back. Alright. Sorry about that, everybody. We're back. Overlay. A little fun with me. I accidentally reset it, but it's good. As again, I'm gonna go in-game very soon here. Let's actually go in-game right now. We might as well. We're only a minute early. Again. Let me sort everything out here. There we go. Well, let's get the series going on. The only match tonight. It is a best of 5. Again, it's Uniformity who's going to be on the blue. Yeah, who's going to be on the orange. And what a series this will be. As hopefully we'll get these teams players in. Okay, let's go. Let's get this going. These guys are waiting on me, but here we go again. We haven't seen Uniformity at this for this Ascension Cup. We have seen though, and both these teams, they both had some pretty successful seasons so far. Well, you get a best of 5 to determine who's the better. Yeah, currently 2-1, Uniformity 2-2. It's 3rd and 4th in the rankings currently. This match will definitely shake that up a little bit. Uniformity, if they win, they'll be able to 1, recover off of their having just lost a Milky Militia Rush. And 2, they'll be able to advance past and the standings is already off the start. Here comes Jamal, and here comes goal 1. Uniformity didn't take too long on that one as Sonoda kind of left out to try there by his defense, and he made a decent first effort, but his second would be in vain. Only a quick start for Uniformity. Hey, one of the many rosters ranks 35, but only one of 2 in this Ascension Cup for the organization. 25, not really an organization known to have a lot of GC3 level rosters, and yet Uniformity coming up as one of them. Again, the other one being Max 25 Team Evo, as they've just made a mistake. Tredsky is going to answer. But all good things don't ever always work out for you, as that's a miss from Jamal. Tredsky, they'll put it in as Jamal scored on one in the field. He then gave up the goal on the other end, and it's a tie game, and that's what Yer's going to catch you with. There's a team that is very consistent. You're going to see them really utilize that midfield. They are a team that can get overwhelmed if you play hard enough, especially against players like Masha, who is usually that most defensive player on this roster. She is definitely a player who can get overwhelmed if you put enough pressure on them. And yeah, I think they're going to try to make their game plan to not let Uniformity do that, because Uniformity, that's what they want to do. This is a 135 roster, and like a lot of those rosters, they're extremely aggressive. And their whole thing is to make chaos just by being in your face. Yeah, cannot let them get the better of them as touch outwards. Sonoda. Rogue is a little bit awkward here, but Sonoda still has it. Now challenged by Rogue is an infield chance. Jamal to the back wall, and Uniformity have done well to keep that ball in that half, but they haven't really done much with it. It's been a lot of kind of attempts to pass. I can see the ideas are forming with their passing plays. They just haven't connected, as Masha's missed this one, but Trotsky will control it. Yeah, won't have any issue getting that one out, or at least I thought they wouldn't. Trotsky's missed, and so now he's going to be challenged here by Rogue. Jamal and Masha Potatoes with the beats, and that's going to go to the back wall. The Steaks. Oh, he's missed it! It's open! Oh, what a great recovery from Rogue. And yeah, we'll have to look for another chance here from Masha. That flick was wide. It was still kept out by Listiques. Now Trotsky, that's a good shot! Bottom left corner. And yeah, have taken the lead by storm. Masha, Sonoda, just again, it's Jaeger bringing that pressure. They're not always direct on that net as Uniformity like to be on their offensive pushes, but they do find, eventually a way to get there. And now it's a 1-goal lead for the favorites in this matchup. As now, oh, what a pass from Masha. That's going to go in from Trotsky, and that was beautiful off the kickoff. I mean, no hesitation from Masha Potatoes, right to Trusky, and both Jamal and the Steaks caught pushing up a little high for that challenge. They didn't think she would give the ball up so quickly and find Trusky waiting, but, well, she definitely has a couple surprises up her own sleeves. Yeah, we'll now have a multi-goal lead, but they're going to look to keep it. 2 goals still doesn't feel like enough for this roster. Tretsky wants a double. He's got it! Oh, Tretsky down the field. And just pristine from Tretsky. Right up in the air. He spins like a arachnid himself, and he gets his nose on the ball. Yeah, starting to run rampage in the 135 half. Still not done. They want more. They want that offense, and, well, yeah, are just continuing to bring it here as Masha stopped by Jamal. Sonoda, who we haven't been able to say his name all that much this game, and, you know, usually it's a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing when your teammates are doing this well, and, well, here comes Sonoda. He'll get his name involved. And it's goal number 5. Yeah, I've just continued to rack up the points. At this point, is it even a contest? I feel like it isn't, but there's still half the game to go. As the scoring prowess continues, and yeah, aren't done. They want another one on offense. This team cannot get enough goals. At any point, as Masha's going to bump out Jamal, Rogue, the captain of this team. He's got a lot to do here to bring Uniformity back. I mean, that loss to Milky Militia definitely is something. As, oh, what a save from Masha off the bench from Jamal, but the follow-up from Listiques. We'll find the back of the net. And Uniformity again, credit to them. This offense is still really tough to react to, and when you have pushed back, they don't react well to Uniformity's offensive pushes. As now a 3-goal differential, Uniformity are going to try what is very difficult to do, which is a 4-goal comeback. Any comeback's already tough enough, but 4 goals is definitely reaching in the realms of possibilities for these teams. As, oh, well, Uniformity's going to have to test themselves to their absolute limits if they want this one. As Jamal has a dribble, but Masha will prevent him from going any further. Noda with a dunk. Looking for the bump on Rogue, and he's definitely got him to move, and just the threat of the bump itself is enough to make Rogue miss, and here comes Yap on offense. Masha in the midfield. Oh, a great challenge there, but yeah, not afraid to jump in, as neither is Trudsky. This one's going towards the net. Listiques doesn't have it, and it will just fall to the back of the net. Trudsky's has 5 of the 6 goals for yeah. I mean, no wonder the offense is doing so well. Usually this is a team that plays quite defensive and has issues finding a real striker for the roster, and yet Gretzky having no issues. He's not generally what I would consider an offensive shooting type player, and yet he definitely has that ability to do so, and he's trying to get here. 5 goals already, and at this point, he wants more, and yeah, I don't have an issue with that. They'll might as well make this as tough for Uniformity as possible. As Uniformity looks like they're still suffering from the the low momentum, the low morale after getting swept by Milky Militia, but this is not Milky Militia. This is a what would be considered an easier team, but doesn't feel like it's much easier for Uniformity when they're getting destroyed. Not even Milky Militia was able to beat these guys out by this many goals, and yet, yeah, look, are making it look effortless. As Masha to the back wall. Bouncer, and Rogue will have it. Tutsky wanted that dunk, and maybe he's a little too confident. I mean, 5 goals will definitely do that to you, as Sonoda, looking for one himself. The dribble wants to go straight in, and hits like a missile to the back of the net. Sonoda latched onto his target, and he'll never let go. Fired to the top of the net, and Jaya have made it 7. Just perfect. No other way to describe it. Yeah, are firing on all cylinders. I just don't know how Uniformity is going to be able to respond to this. It's already rough enough having to come off of a loss, but it's even worse when the next team you play against does this to you. I mean, Uniformity, they had looks in net, but it doesn't really matter how many looks you have if you're scored on 7 times. Although Jamal will put it in and putting in the nice shot. It was his assist, as Masha just simply wasn't even close to that one. A huge miss on the back line. Yeah, I trust in Masha a lot in these plays, and when her mechanics don't live up to the potential, that's when things can get a little bit hairy for you, yeah, but there's less than 40 seconds left. As long as they don't have a meltdown, this should be their game, and we haven't seen them really break down all too much on defense, as Masha with the save there. Now the dribble. Challenged by Rogue. Gretzky looking in the midfield. He's followed up himself. It's Rogue who's got the beat. for a play off the sidewall, but it will be an easy challenge from Sonoda, and he's just put another one in, and he's got his hat-trick too. I think it's 3 goals on 3 shots for Sonoda. I mean, this is just classic defense. Uniformity are throwing everything they have up on offense, and it's one of the issues with that kind of play style. It's one that they love to use here in Uniformity. That it's so easy to counter. Once you do counter, that backline is very weak. Yeah, I have no problem. I actually do like that counterattack method, and might be one that really hurts Uniformity here if they aren't paying attention to it, as Masha wants to make it 9, but it'll be stopped, and Uniformity will let this one go away. As yeah, I think this one had this one end. Yeah, they will let it end, I think. This one will hit the ground. It's a dominant game 1. 8 goals to 3. I mean, yeah, just looks on fire. Tretzky with 5 goals on 6 shots. Sunoda with 3 for 3, and Masha with 2 assists, 2 saves. What do you expect from a team that's got offensive weapons? And that's the issue for this team, is having offensive weapons. But today they've definitely brought them. As yeah, again, just one game closer to taking down Uniformity and put themselves in a very good position. A 3-1 record is nothing to scoff at. And for I mean, you gotta get to you gotta get to the top of the league. You gotta get the nicest seeding you can possible somehow. And it comes through wins like this, especially against a team like Uniformity. We're definitely one that's not going to play very far away. They're not a distant team, so yeah, these two are right next to each other in the standings. Yeah, definitely have a lot that they've been proving so far, and be surprised if they do it, if they try to do it again. But it will be up to Uniformity if they'll let that happen. Only 1 save on that side, and I do expect them to at least fortify those defenses just a slight bit. When you've been scored on 8 times, there's no question that your defense is at fault for some of that. A lot of it was just, overpowering 125 Uniformity. And just getting confirmation. They had a slight tech issue, but looks like it's all been sorted out. Go into game 2. And lead the series 1-0. The 125 Uniformity need to prove that they can at least stay in this game and in this series, because last game definitely didn't support that idea. Well, sign off with some demos, Jamal. Sit on 1, but Uniformity still have a lot more to do here, and Demos was something that, like to use themselves, so I'm not so surprised if maybe we'll see them try to counter with some aggression. We've seen a lot of it. They haven't really needed to use a lot of it as... I mean, just look at this! There's no need to use demos when you're passing that perfectly! As Sonoda crossed the map, and I mean, Tretzky is right there, and I mean, this is clinical from, my goodness. I mean, Tretzky's never been that offensive weapon for me. I know he has potential. I know, like, him and Poopsie, but those kind of potential players for, where if they pop off, this team looks insane, but, I mean, this is definitely a pop-off as Masha in front for Tretzky, and he's got another one. Masha probably should have scored that first shot, but, I mean, she won't mind that Tretzky will get it himself, and again, are just off to the races once again, and Uniformity's defense, again, in shambles. As again, this is a surprisingly aggressive style from Tret. I'm not used to him being this clinical, this perfect on offense. And have issues with shooting. That's probably their biggest issue. But their biggest issue has been this whole season, has been shooting accuracy, and yet we're seeing none of those issues today, at least not against Uniformity. I don't think it has anything to do with Uniformity. I think it has something to do with the fact that Tretzky is just playing so well. As another save from, it's Rogue trying to put one on. Tretzky's got the block. Uniformity want to shut down this offense somehow. And I mean, goals are one way to do it. You maybe try to lower the momentum of but it feels like are a whole different level above. As here comes Rogue. Doesn't even have that second touch. They gotta let it bounce. Masha able to get a little piece of it as that one on, but it's wide. The Steaks will put it top right. And Uniformity have found the passing play off the back wall that will work, as Masha's touch just wasn't close enough, and they sent to that challenge from, lead to a play that eventually goes off the back wall. The Steaks is quick to react to it, and both these teams are offenses. I think very quickly to those back wall touches. A lot of plays just go off the back wall. These teams are trusting each other to read it before the defense does, and well, so far that Faith has definitely worked and has benefited them. Here comes Tretzky. What a great touch that is. And he'll look and find Sonoda off to the back wall. Steaks. Tretzky, and he's the scary player right now. He will be stopped, but Masha with the chances to keep the offense going here. The only player who was on the previous year roster, which was in Skyward Series Season 2. The team would eventually make it to the top 8 before losing in the quarterfinals. Now in the Ascension Cup with a full new roster and it's still the same goal though. They want to be the best team in the league, and well, I mean, if they're playing like this, definitely have reasons to, make that argument, as they did overcommit there. Masha got a little overzealous and, wasn't ready for that. Although still, it's as if they just get back. I mean, they still get back. They're still wasting time. Uniformity do have offenses. Jamal's off the sidewall. Shot will go wide. Sonoda was winning anyways, and Sonoda's been very consistent this season. Again, for a team that has so many different white marks, Sonoda has probably shown the brightest for a lot of people. I mean, the stuff that he can do, some of the craziest stuff you see this season is now he's looking for a back wall double. He's got the read, but Lasniks has got it faster. And again, the back wall haven't been an issue today for a lot of these teams, but Lasniks will not have it be an issue for him there. And again, are going to play a little bit closer here to Uniformity, although I don't think they want to do that. But how dominant last game was, a 5-goal difference, it's going to be considered kind of a win for Uniformity at this point. How they're playing, but they still want to actually get a win. They are only 1 goal away from doing so. All they need is one good chance to go their way, and this goal game could completely flip around, but Sonoda doesn't want it. And he's been bumped by a miss in the back end. Sonoda just saved his own shot. That was going in from Sonoda. I don't know why he stopped it. He must have thought it was off target. Oh, how wrong he was. And and that would have been a 3-1 lead, and that was a goal they desperately wanted. For a team that is is trying to, try to be, double-digit leads. It's tough to do. Sonoda flip reset. Oh, he's almost on that top right corner, and it's not the first time we've seen him do flip resets on this stream. He did it very recognizably against Ghost White to secure their win against them. I think it was a 3-1. Almost hit one here, trying to take game 2, but now he's got this shot, and well, this one he won't miss. And at last they get their 3-1 lead. It's been multiple chances where you think they should have gotten it. Finally, one will go their way. Again, the offense still just a little bit better. Better with Tredsky. Now it seems like it's ending with Sonoda. All the while, Uniformity still don't have their answers. Masha wants her first of the series. This is going to bounce its way in. Masha Potatoes will get her first of the series. And I mean, usually being the most defensive player, it's rare for her to get goals, but again, the defensive, is actually one that works super well against Uniformity's all-in type offense. Uniformity they can't try that too often, or else it doesn't work for them. But again, seem to love to challenge at the wrong times. Uniformity like teams to sit back. Aren't one of those teams. They will throw themselves at you. They trust each other that much on defense that they're not going to sit back if they don't have a reason to. Uniformity, that's the last type of offense I'm going to play against. It's an offense that counters their aggressive style so well, as here comes Tredsky, stopped by Lasniks, but that was almost his third of the game. Now Masha, and not going to get that second touch. It'll be Rogue's ball, but Uniformity at this point, grasping at straws, seeing if they can get game 2. As Sonoda, Lasniks with a block. Off the back wall, she got a second touch potential. Jamal will just shoot, and Tredsky will make the block. And at that point for Tredsky, I don't think he'd like to be the last player back, but defensive, it's still playing well. And I haven't really mentioned too much about the defense because they haven't had to worry too much about their defense. It's been their offense that has been a real highlight of this series, and yet, this game was a little more defensive in nature for them, and it still was theirs. Now up 2-0, only one away from making a sweep. And a real statement to the league here. Again, have gotten better as this league's gone on, and as Uniformity, I am impressed with how strong that offense is. Looks like these teams ready for what could be the last game of the series, and this Uniformity have something to say about it. They are looking in prime form. Only need one more game. And wonder if, win. It's a 3-1 record for them, a 2-3 for Uniformity. And Uniformity already a team that's kind of at risk of potentially not making it to the playoffs. In a decent position. A win here would give them so much a good amount of breathing room. Reminder, is number 3 in the standings. Uniformity's number 4. Win. They create some good separation between them and the next team. And And for, yeah, they're trying to keep that top 3 placement. It already feels like 5C Dream Team and Milky Mr. Rush, who are in this group, already secured those spots. At this point, just trying to be the last of the auto-qualified teams into that top 8 bracket. Going to the wildcard is not something that they want to see because, mind you, if you get out of the wildcard, you're playing one of the top seeds of either of these groups, and well, I don't think you want to play any of those teams because those are some pretty scary rosters. I mean, on the other side, we got Evolve Skylight looking like they might be the top of their group, and well, I can tell you that team is pretty scary. That team has won some things in the past, and yeah, I would love it if they can avoid those teams. It would be a great way to do it. Sweeping Uniformity would be a huge win for them, but they will need to do it here in Game 3 as now an overcommit from Uniformity already starting things off, trying to put that all in offense. Masha to Sonoda, and I mean, yeah, I've done it again. Another quick start for them, 17 seconds in, but this one was a little bit more false on Uniformity, who sent everybody upfield. They better recover back, but at that point they had low boost. The Steaks on the back end only had about 20 to 30. Yeah, I mean, again, this is a team that plays really well to the style from Uniformity. It's a team that can play defensive. It's a team that can counterattack. It's a team that has no problem with teams keeping a lot of offense. And that's like the last qualities Uniformity want to hear of their opponents. Unfortunately, that seems to be the qualities of here's Uniformity. Still trying that all-in style, but they really haven't made flinch all that much on defense. They've been able to score, sure, but they have answered back multiple times and been able to take multi-goal leads in every single game they played. As now Masha hitting through the defense, and Noda doesn't like it, but he'll leave it for Tredsky, and well, that's a big miss from Tredsky, who had a lot more time to size that up than he thought he did. A little bit of panic from but already back on offense. Sonoda looking for the bump. Won't get it, but he does leave that. He does force that back line to be really awkward, as now a fake there potentially, but it wasn't a planned fake. Masha wasn't ready, and they'll be, have to bail on that chance. Now in front, Masha getting bumped. Oh, but Lestiques, he had a chance to shoot there. He did not think it was going to be that open, but Masha got bumped there by Tredsky, who got a bit too happy to go and take that ball himself. Yeah, maybe a bit fortunate that they haven't been scored on yet, because those are some pretty big errors on defense and left some pretty some pretty big openings for Uniformity, and yet, are playing their style as Jamal, lured away by Sonoda, who has nothing left, but will get a piece of this one. He's got a 50 boost. He's pitching out the ceiling. No way that goes in. Oh, it's gonna go in! Sonoda, no way! Oh my goodness! Oh, this guy can do anything, can he? Sonoda with a ceiling pinch. I mean, we've seen him hit some pretty insane stuff in the past, but that is something else. A ceiling pinch from Sonoda. And my goodness, that is something extra. He didn't have to go for the ceiling pinch there. He could have just air dribbled it. It would have been good enough for him. Uniformity had already pushed up so high, but he decided to add a little extra flair to it now. He's looking for a pass to Tredsky. Off the back wall. In comes Sonoda, but he has actually faked out Masha too. Will look for the challenge. Will force Rogue to hit it wide. Uniformity, I mean, the goals that are scoring on them. I don't even need passing plays apparently to get goals on Uniformity, because a lot of their goals this game, I think their goals this game have really not been assisted. As Jamal, what a save from Sonoda. And I mean, they're just continuing that confidence boosting game for them. Again, that was insane ceiling pinch. I can't believe Sonoda hit that. That was neat. I mean, I got pretty excited for that one, and I am being a bit quiet, by the way, because it is a bit late, and I know there's people sleeping, but in my house right now, it's a bit of an early day for everyone, and I mean, just bringing the offense still, and again, I can't believe Sonoda hit that. That is one of the best goals I've seen in a minute, and he's hit a couple good stuff. He's going for another one off the post. He's almost hit another insane shot. It's pretty tough to catch that thing in the air, even for a lot of high-level players. And now, bam, bitch! Jamal will answer! I mean, you're not going to be short of highlights after this series, that's for sure. Jamal with a fake under one, and he's got a little pinch to end it off. Uniformity will send that one flying. And Game 3 is just an absolute slugfest at this point. Here's a goal off the kickoff potential, but it will go off the back wall. Again, I can't believe some of the stuff these players are hitting. This is insane. Uniformity keeping hope alive, but reminder, they've got to win this game, and they've got to win 2 more after this. And yeah, are not making it look easy. And they're not going to make it easy either, as Strutsky and Sonoda double commit. Still get the challenge, but Strutsky's in the wrong position. Emoed away, but Masha is waiting, but waiting a little too much! She didn't even challenge in time! And Listiques will make her pay! Yeah, we're caught setting everybody too high, and Masha, who is usually so smart when she challenges, that is not one of her prime plays. Uniformity will tie things up as Masha took too long on defense. Slow turn in the backfield. And now, Uniformity have a bit of momentum, a bit of something to cheer about. But could potentially win a game in this series. It would be an impressive feat for them, and definitely something that they would need. I mean, literally and figuratively, that momentum of has gotten pretty strong, as Strutsky did miss an open net there. Now Masha, went a bit too early. Under a minute remaining, and next goal could be the one to win it as Sonoda looks for it. Off the back wall. Bumped out Masha. We'll just flick it up. It's surprisingly timid for Masha in that position, but she realizes that she cannot overcommit. Neither can her teammates as Strutsky. And Mystique says, last connection. Not a good time for that to happen here, and these players are going to continue playing, but Uniformity, this is the last time they want to see a player disconnect. As, I mean, they're going to look to win, but that's a good clear. That's going to hit off the post and in. Oh, wait a second. Roche scored, and we're at 19 seconds to go. Had a 2-goal lead. They lost it, though. They got a bit overzealous. And Uniformity only playing with 2 players at this point. They might actually be able to win without Listiques. Oh, and if that happens, that's going to haunt here in this series. Here's a kickoff, and I mean, Uniformity, they're sitting all the way back at this point. But Sonoda, the shot, the demo from Masha, and it's open, it's in, it's a tie game. I told you, they love those demos. They didn't go for them on offense. What makes this so surprising for Masha Potatoes, because Jamal was expecting her just to go on by, but no, she went all in on him. And now a free game, but this kickoff's not going their way. Jamal wants to lead back. He's got it. It's an own goal. Have just shot in their own net. Honestly, if things could get worse for them, when they just come back, and then Strutsky, who's been so good, that is not a good play from him. He actually made that touch very tough for himself, jumping so late. The kickoff, and it's maybe a fake. Strutsky, 50. It will go wide, and one more chance. But Sonoda will keep it up. Masha will have to follow, though, and good, a great challenge, bumped away. Masha with it airborne, and Sonoda there to follow, but he's gonna be hit to the ground. Uniformity, with only 2 players left, have been able to take Game 3. We'll wait and see if Listiques can regain connection. There's a win for Uniformity, and they're forcing the series to go to Game 4. They want that reverse sweep. And for this was a surprisingly weak game from Strutsky, who just only had 2 shots to show for. Again, for a guy who's been able to bring an offense, this game was one that feels a little more like what he's done in his past weeks. Will be a win for Uniformity. They're going to Game 4 now. I mean, just one with only 2 players left in the final minute of gameplay. And for they're going to be very disappointed. That was a game they should have won. And Strutsky himself is probably going to be the most disappointed, because that was an underperformance for him, what he's been able to do this series. But again, Uniformity will take that win. They don't have any issues with it. And for they're just, again, they want the series to end. They may not be able to get it in a sweep, but one's still very likely. And again, as long as Strutsky is able to bring some offense, it looks pretty good, although Uniformity aren't going to make this easy for them. And again, a lot of questions go on to Strutsky. Of the offense early in. Didn't bring it in Game 3, and that's what it cost what also cost them is a lot of hesitation. Especially on defense, just a lot of hesitating for the ball, and a lot of came from Masha, just sat back a little too much in that game. Again, they don't want to hesitate too much, because this is a team that will capitalize on that. This is a team that likes to play fast, likes to play in your face, and if you give them that time, they'll utilize it. I think they're just trying to make sure they pick up the pieces of what fell apart last game, and see if they can get some goals to regain a little bit more confidence. Because that loss might make things a little bit scarier for them. I mean, they may have been feeling good after game 2, but now into game 4, they're starting to get a little bit away from them as Masha will make that block, but I got a boost on the way there. And Trudsky is another miss from him, but Sonoda will get to that using everything he has. Maybe another challenge here on Jamal. Rogue off the corner. Masha bumped into Sonodi, but he'll get it out. And yeah, a little bit of issues on rotation, but that's a pincher in for Masha. She wasn't expecting that, but I mean, she'll take it every single time. Mistakes, I mean, he was rushing that challenge, just kind of tripped off that sidewall, though he couldn't get his full body behind it. And Masha just so happened to angle it perfectly into the blue net. Uniformity with no chance to stop that one once it was going in. But yeah, not done with the offense. Now Masha up there, and we'll leave it for Sonoda. A bit of miscommunication, but here comes Trudsky. He's really close to that net, but he's in the right position. And now it's 2 for yeah, and this is starting to become very familiar to a lot of you in chat. This is, you know, happened over and over again, where yeah, bring out that aggression so early on. And they're not done with that offense. Like last game, they came off to this early 2-goal lead, and they weren't able to hold it. So they lost their offense by the end of it. Need to make sure that it continues prospering and continues working for them, because if they get nervous, that's when things get really bad for them. As Masha tried to pickpocket Listiques. Now Jamal off the ceiling. Rogue through Trudsky. Masha a bit slow to it, and that'll be a big miss off the back wall, but Sonoda in the midfield, it should be a shot, but it will be kept away by Trudsky, and yeah, keeping some strong rotations, and that's a redirect. Is that on? It's not, but that would have been about as unfortunate as things get for Uniformity in this game, and here comes another dunk from Masha going towards the net. Uniformity's got to be careful in those 50s, because they're not angling them away from it, they're angling them towards their nets, and well, they might be able to react to it. I don't think they want to have it where they just give up shots on the net like that. As Rogue, that one there, Listiques. Owned by Sonoda. Masha will have that one, but it's not kept away, and Uniformity are looking for a chance. Jamal, maybe a bump on Trudsky, and you saw he was turning his car down looking for it, but won't actually happen for him, and now yeah, starting to have to play him more defensive, but all he needs is one thing to go their way. A little bit of offense, and things are back to normal. Sonoda, pass in front. Listiques will clear it, though. And yeah, I've sent a lot of people up on offense as, oh, Trudsky's surprisingly awkward on that play, where he wasn't trying to be direct to it. He wanted to wait for the challenge, but then he waited a little too long. Yet, yeah, have able to recover again, as that's a shot on from Sonoda. And from that range, I don't expect him to miss. Jamal starts just too heavy. And again, Sonoda, he's scored from that spot so often this season. And he does it again. In the backfield, Sonoda. Oh, maybe a full-length dribble. He's got this one past another. He's still got the ball, and he wanted that flip reset. Couldn't get any of it. Still, Uniformity are not able to collect it, and Trudsky back in the midfield. Jamal, challenged by Sonoda, but he has intentionally flipped away, not to, play too aggressive. But Masha won't take that same chance. She's going to risk it, and Sonoda will benefit. And yeah, have continued their scoring. Game 3 was one where their offense couldn't get things going. Now in Game 4, their offense is back to full force. This is a team that's hard at work. Now, Uniformity. Again, they are on their last life in the series. Just lost to Milky Militia Rush earlier today, and they might lose to yeah, and that would be 2 straight losses. That would make their record a full 2-3, which would be one that would be on the cusp of potentially not making it in. I mean, we're starting to get to the end of our season. There's still, again, reminder, there are 8 full matches. It's a 7-week season. Uniformity don't have that many matches left, and their record is 2-3. Only have 3 left, and they're gonna have to make those matches count. As now, Listiques off the corner. Masha will clear. Now Jamal, he's got to the ceiling. Sonoda's gonna get bumped there by Rogue. He was getting harassed. He still gets rid of it. Yeah, we'll just look to try to round this thing as best they can. Let this game slow itself down. Let them continue the offense. They might even want another goal for it. Tretzky off the post. Sonoda now in the midfield. Dunk there, but yeah, we'll just have to recover. Sonoda will be flip into it, but I don't know if I like that touch from so much from him because he gave up a free chance for Uniformity. Now, Sonoda. Tretzky. Ooh, Phantom touched that one. 30 seconds left, and yeah, just kind of keeping the ball close to them. They're looking for passes, looking for outplays, just making sure Uniformity don't keep the ball in a dangerous position on offense, as this is, but Vogue and the Steaks couldn't connect. Things are looking dire for Uniformity, and here comes Jamal, but he won't be able to get the dunk on Tretzky, and that will end this game as, yeah, just continue what they've done. And this offense really did come from Tretzky. When he didn't show up, this team struggled, but when he did, well, look at this offense. It is just better than Uniformity, and that is not an easy thing to do. Uniformity now, if they came into today with a 2-1 record, now going to leave it with a 2-3 record, 2 losses to 2 top-tier teams. We'll get 1 more for the road, but it won't make a difference to the overall series scoreline. It's a 3-1 series for and again, this is Uniformity having some difficulties, and this is playing so well. Another win for them, and I've won on the stream so often. They've been here so often, they've won here so often. The Ascension Cup, they're predicted to be one of the top teams coming into it. Definitely going to leave it as one of the top teams coming into it, because they have just looked insane. Again, but a massive win. 3-1, and their record now is a 3-1 record. Just an incredible record for a team that has had an incredible season. Only loss coming to Milky Militia. And than that, they've looked pretty good. Again, Tretzky specifically today really did step up for them, as I'm going to get to chat with you as well. So say hi. Hello there, team How's it going? Congratulations on your win. A 3-1 win here over X35 Uniformity. And I mean, again, what a strong performance. A 3-1. You now have a 3-1 record. You're taking out a team that was ranked close to you. Again, coming today, you were the 3rd seed. Uniformity was the 4th. Now you've just definitely proven what the better team is. Masha Potatoes, a strong performance from the team. And again, a really important matchup, at least in the context of the season. How are you feeling now that you've gotten that win?
Feel pretty good, especially with Thanksgiving coming in, like throwing off like the week-to-week play-by-play. We're definitely trying to play catch up, so it was good to have this game and definitely a W off this game.
Yeah, and I mean, this game definitely lit something up as well, because Tretzky had an insane performance. Tretzky, I haven't seen you do that before, with that kind of shooting. This team has always had issues with shooting accuracy, but yet today was an issue, because Tretzky, you were incredible in the shooting. Can you tell us maybe a little bit, like, kind of, what was it allowed you to be so strong? Because, again, I know a lot of people, when they talk about, like, how good their shooting is, they talk about how good their teammates are, and, I mean, can you tell me about kind of the offense, how it just clicked so well today?
We talked a little bit before the match, and Sonoda had asked me to push up a little further as second man, so we tried that out, and it obviously worked pretty well, so we'll keep working on that, and we'll see what comes of it.
Yeah, definitely, and obviously, you did mention as well Sonoda, who again is still usually that kind of aggressive player, and well, you kind of let off the gas. So let's Tretzky take over a little bit in this series, but it was kind of a strong duo offense, and of course Sonoda still hitting some of the craziest shots I've ever seen a champ level player do, and a ceiling pinch this year. I don't know how in the world you hit that, but you hit a ceiling pinch this series, and you've hit other things. You've hit flip resets. You've hit double taps. I feel like you can do everything, against these teams, and it's another strong performance. You and Tretzky being that strong duo on offense. How, can you tell me kind of what it's like to have, two really strong offensive players? Because a lot of times, I feel like this team's weakness is sometimes where you have to kind of, be that offense. But this time with Tretzky helping you, did it kind of allow you to kind of relax a little bit in the series? Did it make things easier for you here, Sonoda, with Tretzky kind of being by your side?
Like Tretzky said earlier, I just told him push up a little bit further. I wanted him further up the second man so he could start shooting the ball better. And he's placed a lot of the shots, especially like that double tap he hit earlier. That was a great double tap, honestly.
Again, you guys looked incredible. And obviously also joining us here is their coach in 86. Hello, 86. I mean, didn't feel like you had to talk to your team a little bit much, but Game 3 was a bit of a weird one. This team kind of lost that edge. What was it between Game 3 and Game 4 that kind of you did to kind of reignite this team's passion? Because that's what felt like they were missing.
Ultimately, the only thing is they had to take a step aside and recoup. With any loss, you kind of have to refocus and rekindle. And as soon as they got going and early in the fourth game, it was like they were back to their old ways, scoring goals. So it's really good on them to reconcile and come back with that offense.
Definitely, again, yeah, brought the offense. Again, a 3-1 record. You guys are in an interesting race because there's two teams above you, Milky Militia and 5C Dream Team, who are both 5-0. You guys are now, 3-1. You're going to cling on to that third place spot because there are teams right behind you that are fighting for it. Evolve, Nebula, Uniformity, Ghost White are all fighting, for those spots. And, you guys are in the lead here. But, Masha, can you tell me kind of about the extra pressure it is to kind of, stick in that top three, especially with your spot, continuously being, under fire by some of these other teams below you that could definitely take over. But, again, can you tell me kind of about that pressure that those teams are kind of pushing on you, and if there is any pressure at all, because maybe there isn't any pressure on you guys.
After today, I feel pretty good about that pressure. That pressure is it's hot and it's coming from us, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna see who's out there. Can't wait to. I think we play everybody in like the playoffs, so can't wait to see what happens and how everyone falls.
Yes, again, definitely. Again, you guys look pretty good, and with only 2 matches left, with only 2 matches left in the season against Evolve Nebula and Alpha Females. And this team is looking really strong to just, to making the playoffs. I don't know if you've secured it yet. I don't believe you have secured playoffs. I would have to check. I think you actually may have secured playoffs already, but
We have.
you have? Oh, thanks to 86 did the homework for me. So, like I say, I think you guys have secured playoffs, but that top 3 still isn't fully secured. And again, a few more wins will definitely do it. So again, good luck on your next matches, whether it be Evolve Nebula or Alpha Females, and again, because those are your matches you have to play next. So, and good luck in those matches when they do come. Hopefully I'll get the stream. I know I've mentioned I've wanted to see you guys play Alpha Males. I think that could be a really interesting matchup. Based on the fact that a lot of these players used to be teammates. But again, with that aside, again, congratulations, a 3-1 win against Uniformity. But before we go, we'll get to some, shoutouts. Let's start with Masha.
Shout out to the team, the squad. Poop couldn't be here, but we came out anyway. Shout out to 86. We've been playing basically all day today. He's been really helping me warm up. So, yeah.
Definitely said. Now, I guess we'll move to 86. Is there anything that you want to add to that? Any shoutouts that you have, 86?
Your shout out to our grinders and here on the team, with Trud, Sonoda, Masha. They're putting in the work. They're taking what we got to say and coaching replay reviews, and they're applying it. So as long as we continue to focus on what we can do and improve on our own, then I see no obstacles. So,
of course, and so far, you guys have jumped over every single hurdle that has been thrown in front of you, and I'm just, with what you guys are doing, I don't see that stopping anytime soon. As we'll move to Sonoda here, and another strong performance from Sonoda, and I'm sure I've seen a lot of people out there kind of cheering your name, chanting your name, and is there anybody that you want to thank that has helped you kind of with this win or with the season as a whole?
Shout out to my teammates, really, and Ty, and they've other 2 teammates I play in other leagues with. They've been really helpful to improve myself as a player.
Of course, and now, go ahead.
No, I'd say that was it.
Was it? Well, again, congratulations. Now we'll end with Trudsky. Trudsky, is there anything that you want to say? Any kind of final messages? Anything that you want to say kind of on behalf of the team? Any shoutouts that you have in your mind?
Well, definitely on behalf of the team, shout out to you, Sporty, for casting the game and all our other games, and definitely wish you a happy birthday / late birthday.
It's fun. I got myself some new fun things to work with. If you saw the start of the stream.
Yeah, you're killing it out there. And then also shout out to just the friends and supporters out watching the games and wishing us good luck and all that stuff. We really appreciate it.
And congratulations to your team, on the 3-1 victory here. Again, your record now is 3-1, and you guys are, continuously proving that you deserve that top 3 spot in your group. And well, you're just going to continue to look. It looks like you're going to continue doing that again. Congratulations. Have an amazing rest of the night, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon in whatever match you have coming up next.
thank you, Sporty.
Yep,
Thank you,
sounds good.
Sporty.
And that was TBI there with their 3-1 win over 135 Uniformity. I want to also thank all of you in chat because this actually is going to be stream number 500. So that's always fun. Again, thank you all so much for being so supportive. We're gonna go and end the stream again. Thank you all so much for joining the Sportia stream. It means so much to me to see all of you here. And again, you guys would make all of this possible. Again, thank you all so much. An amazing night, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the future.